Formation of groundwater. The verses in the Qur'an about the precipitation of rains and the place of water in our lives give us direct ideas. If we lived in another period of history, we might not be able to grasp this information so easily. Today, we can easily understand the information about water in the verses of the Qur'an, as it has been revealed in detail how the cycle of water works in the world. When we compare the old information about waters and the verses of the Qur'an, we see that the Qur'an offers the most accurate information about waters, as it does in every other subject, without including the wrong information of the old period. Could this knowledge, which is really obvious to us, be known so clearly in every period of history? Before showing the accuracy of the verses of the Qur'an with scientific data, let's include the views of the most important and genius philosophers in history about the transformation of water. Thales explained the reason for the existence of underground waters as follows: ocean water gushing into the air with the pressure of the winds blowing in the depths of the land falls to the ground and thus passes into the soil. In other words, according to Thales, territorial waters are formed as a result of the overflow of the oceans by the winds. Plato also shared these views and thought that the return of water to the ocean was also through a major means. According to Aristotle, the water vapor rising from the ground condenses in the cold pits of the mountains and forms underground lakes. Spring waters are also fed from these lakes. Yes, these views that make you laugh were claimed by the most genius philosophers of their centuries. The first clear discovery of the water cycle and the formation of groundwater belongs to Bernard Palissy in 1580. According to him, groundwater comes from the infiltration of rain into the soil. Remy Nieres, the author of the article on knowledge of waters, gives the following information. In the field of natural phenomena related to waters, purely philosophical concepts had to wait until the Renaissance to leave their place to research based on impartial observation. However, the Qur'an foretold that underground waters were formed as a result of rain centuries ago, in a century when science and technology were not available. Do you not see that Allah sends down rain from sky, channeling it through streams in the earth, then produces with it crops of various colors, then they dry up and you see them wither, and then he reduces them to chaff? Az-Zumar 21. The knowledge that the Qur'an openly foretold 14 centuries ago that rains form underground sources was revealed in Europe in the 16th century, and it was only then that Aristotle could be objected to. If, after all this information, it is not accepted that the Qur'an is the book of Allah, how can the accuracy of this news given by the Qur'an be explained? How was this ecological knowledge, which even tens of philosophers could not discover, discovered 14 centuries ago by an illiterate person? It is only possible to base this knowledge on the discovery of a person who lived in that century and did not even know how to read and write. Therefore, the Qur'an is the word of Allah, who brought water down from the sky and passed it to the springs in the earth, and who informed us of this miraculous news 14 centuries ago.